Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll make another video on the same series of Solidity programming series, and in this I'll try to cover a concept which we call it as a contract balance update, or we call it as a payable itself. So what exactly this concept is and how we can utilize inside of a smart contract, I'll try to cover in this video. So as we always doing, we'll proceed further with the theory part first. So I'll start with the theory section and then I have one code for it to demonstrate you the actual code for it, how exactly we are utilizing that. Okay, so we'll start with the theory part. In Solidity, the contract balance refers to the amount of ether that is currently held by a smart contract. Every Ethereum smart contract has its own balance and you can access this balance using address.balance. So basically what exactly the term is over here itself, there is a keyword which we have to use it, address.balance, just to identify and just to check the balance of that account itself on which that smart contract get it deployed. And in case like the amount of ether is currently held by the smart, like how much ether is held by that smart contract, we can check with this itself, and even using that we can transfer our amount to some account itself. Like in our code itself, we'll try to transfer the amount to some other account itself. So that's also the stuff we just try to get cover. So we'll just transfer first, transfer the amount ether to our smart contract account itself, then we'll try to check that balance, and the third one is we'll transfer that amount ether, one ether, to the another account itself, which we try to make it as a payable one. So that I'll try to cover in this video itself. Now keep in mind, if you want to send ether out of the contract, you will need to include a withdrawal function. Also be conscious handling ether in smart contract, as it's required proper security consideration handling of latency issues. So that's one of the thing, like whenever we are building any smart contract, so we are very careful about wheresoever we are looking for any withdrawal or anything like that. So at the time, be very careful about it when you're using any keywords over there itself, any function which you're trying to use it, make sure that it should be get it restricted and the security should be our first priority instead of just deploying that content and make it working for us. So make sure that always having a policy, security is our first priority instead of going with that to make the task working for everyone, and later phases that task will create a problem for actually to the organization itself, and anyone can store the amount over there itself. So it's better for you to make the code in such a way so that it will secure. It may be a possibility you are facing some challenges, but it's far better just when you get it deployed in a production and you will face a issue later phases. So just to overcome that issue, make sure just have a policy, always be write a contract, be a secured one as per the policy itself, and that should be get it followed all the time. So now we go to the practical section for it. We'll go to a system just to see actual code, how to get it deployed that, and then what are the things we can do it in this section itself. Okay, so let me go to the system now. So proceeding further in our contract itself, so as we can see, this is a syntax which we are always discuss about it earlier also, and this is the name of the smart contract. It's a pay new. Now this is the state variable, I can say that, where I'll just get it defined the address as the state variable data type is address. This is payable, so whatever the address we are putting over here itself, so we are trying to transfer the amount to that account itself. That was the reason we are using payable over here itself. Okay, so make sure that you should be recall it that whatever the address you are putting over here itself, make sure that when we are transferring the amount will be get transferred to this account only. So you're not supposed to post any new address, so automatically at the code itself, when you're trying to call that function where we have to transfer the amount, then the same account will be getting utilized, and even I'll demonstrate that how it exactly is happening that. Okay, and now this is a function. There are three functions which we are using it over here itself. So this is the first function which we call it as a pay ether, where we have to transfer the ethers to our smart contract account after get it deployed. Then after that, just to check the balance itself, this is a function we are using it. We are returning the balance, like we just have to see like what exactly the balance is it. So that was the reason we are returning the unsigned integer over here itself, and this is a syntax over there which we have to use it. Now we just go to the last function which we call it as function send ether account itself. So what exactly is happening when we go to this function itself, then at that time when we clicked on this, so it's automatically transfer 1 ether. So whatever the balance we have it in our smart contract count, it's automatically get a transfer 1 ether to the account which we have make it as a payable in our code itself. Okay, so I'll show you that once I'll compile this. I'll deploy this also, and this is deployed now. Okay, so this is the initial one itself. If we just try to check the balance, so we are having 0 balance over here itself. Okay, to make it something be over there itself, we just have to transfer 10 ether. Let me try it. Click on pay ether, and now if I try to check the balance, I can able to see I'm having this ether. This is in a VE format, so not in a ether format itself. If we want that to be transferred in ether itself, that's also we can do it. Okay, now when I just wanted that to be the balances there, we have transferred them, both the things we have did it already. Now we have to send the ether. So just to double check that the address should be appropriate the same for which we have to transfer it. So you can see it's 101. Okay, I'll just using the same address over here itself. Let me paste that address. I hope it's the same. It's the same. Now let me go back to my previous address, and now what I'll supposed to do, I'll simply have to it's the same, I think, so there is no need, but still I'll deploy that once again. Let me compile and deploy it once again, and now I'll just check the balance. It's same. Now if I'll click on the send ether, then in that case the amount is get transferred. If I'll go over here just to check the balance, I can see it's 102. So previously it was 101. Now 1 ether is get transferred to this account, and this is 102. So as we have make this payable in a smart contract, so whenever we go to this function and try to click on it, so at that time the smart contract account itself, the amount of 1 ether to be get transferred to the payable account which we are making it from our side. So that's the concept over here itself. There are 3 things which I just want to get it covered. First, to transfer that amount to our smart contract account itself where we are deploying it. Now then after that we are just checking the balance of it, and once we check the balance, then after that we have to transfer that amount to the payable account which we are making hard coded inside of our smart contract. This is not a best practice, but still as per your need itself, if you want it, then you can make it that, and then accordingly when we try to transfer and check that amount, it's get it transferred of 1 ether itself. So that's all about the stuff which I want to get it covered in this video itself. I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel itself. If you want to provide some feedback, you can provide some feedback itself. Even I'm just getting one feedback from one of the person itself, which I just want to get it covered in later phase itself once we're done with all the videos itself which we have planned it, and then I'll go for that section also which that person have mentioned it about it. I required some time to just get it, prepare the content for it, so I'll just prepare that and then I'll shoot that video and put it on YouTube itself so that you can get the details about it. Okay, sure. So thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.